I am Ibrahim Traoré, and today I am exposing the rot at the core of the pharmaceutical empires. Yes, you heard me right. I, the so-called young military leader, the man your media labels as radical, anti-Western, and dangerous, I am telling the truth. And this time, your microphones can't be turned off. Your cameras can't look away. Your editors can't cut or censor my words. The world you controlled with your lies no longer exists. Today, millions will hear me, uncut, unfiltered, undistorted. I am 34 years old, and for 34 years, I grew up drowning in your lies. As a child, I watched TV and saw only one Africa, your version: starving children, epidemics, death, hopelessness. That was the Africa you fed us, and we believed it. We were ashamed of our land, our people, our story. But then I grew up. I read, I learned, I asked questions, and I realized something. The Africa you showed us was an illusion, a manufactured narrative, a script written by those who profit from our suffering. So today, let me share a story that isn't in your script. In 2021, I visited Dori, a small village in northeastern Burkina Faso. I was still a young officer, trying to understand the people's struggles. That morning in the village square, I saw a young girl, Aminata, 8 years old, sitting in a wheelchair. Her legs were paralyzed. I asked the village elder what had happened. He hesitated. "She was healthy 6 months ago," he said. Then it began. He looked down. That day, I met 47 children, all paralyzed, all with the same story. It started in March 2021. I dug deeper. I went through medical records. One detail kept appearing. They had all received a so-called special vaccine around the same time. And then I discovered the truth. It was part of GlaxoSmithKline's experimental malaria vaccine trial. That was the moment everything changed for me. Because when I turned on CNN, BBC, the New York Times, all I saw was misery, war, disease, death, never hope, never success, never strength, as if Africa is only a tragedy, a place to pity, a place to exploit. But the truth is uglier than pity. It's about profit. So, I ask you, Pfizer, Novartis, GlaxoSmithKline, Johnson & Johnson, Merck, how many of your experiments have you done on African children? How many have you reported? How many did you hide? You parade your charity programs, but behind them are cold statistics. Every year, hundreds of thousands of African children are used in drug trials. 18% suffer permanent damage. 7% die. You call it medical aid. I call it what it is, exploitation. Let's name some names. Pfizer, 2016, Kano State, Nigeria. Experimental meningitis vaccine, 200 children. On Bir Ulu, 189 suffered brain damage. Compensation paid, $2 million. But no one went to jail, not one executive. Albert Bourla, head of research then, is now CEO. Promoted, rewarded. GSK, 2019, Malawi. RTSS malaria vaccine, 720,000 children. Mortality rate increased among the vaccinated. Paralysis cases, 340. GSK CEO called it an acceptable side effect. Aminata was one of those children. Johnson & Johnson, 2020, South Africa. COVID vaccine trials, 44,000 people. 267 died. Company statement, statistically normal. Moderna, 2021, Ghana. Secret mRNA trials on 15,000 children. Heart problems increased 340%. No major media outlet reported this, none. But that's just the surface. The real machine is invisible. While the world sees images of swollen bellies, there's a hidden pipeline of blood samples, tissue, DNA, leaving our continent daily. How? Through a system. Step 1. Buy the leaders. Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, your WHO Director General. When he was Ethiopia's health minister, he covered up a cholera outbreak, rebranded it acute watery diarrhea to protect tourism. In 2017, the Gates Foundation backed his WHO candidacy. $50 million in PR, lobbying, and campaign support. And now, he rubber stamps every Big Pharma request. Pfizer's emergency approval, Moderna's trials, J&J's disasters. Another example, Professor Salim Abdul Karim, South Africa. He advises the government on vaccine approvals. Every Pfizer product gets a green light. Every competitor gets blocked. Why? He receives $2 million annually from Pfizer, disguised as a consultancy fee. Step 2. Control the institutions. Africa's CDC sounds like our own body, right? Wrong. Its 2022 budget was $800 million. $584 million came from, you guessed it, the Gates Foundation. That's not independence. That's remote control. Its director, Dr. John Nkengasong, used to work for the CDC in Atlanta. His salary? Gates Foundation. His loyalty? Also Gates. In 2021, when South Africa tried to produce its own low-cost COVID vaccine, Dr. Nkengasong said it was unsafe. But the same week, he approved Pfizer's expensive version. Coincidence? African health decisions are no longer made in Addis Ababa. They're made in Seattle. Step 3. Control the media. New York Times, 2022 revenue, $800 million. Who pays? Pfizer. CNN's health shows, sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, health editor. His company receives $1.8 million annually from J&J BBC's Global Health Desk. Gates Foundation, $180 million per year. Their editors even attend Gates strategy meetings. And Rupert Murdoch owns Fox News, Sky News, The Times, also owns shares in Pfizer, Moderna, GSK. When he reports on pharma, he's protecting his investments, not informing the public. Now you see the machine. And yes, what I say may cost me my life, but I won't be silent. I can't forget Aminata. I can't forget that small body, those still legs, her mother's tearful eyes. Because Aminata is not just one child. She is the face of all the children you've used and discarded. That ends now. I am not just a soldier. I am a president. I am a voice. I am Africa's rebellion. Today, I announce the Africa Health Sovereignty Pact. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad, Guinea, Senegal, Benin. We are united. This pact declares no more experimental drug trials on African soil. No biological samples may be taken without full documented consent. No African genetic data may leave the continent. All foreign-run pharmaceutical labs will be shut down. A new institution, the Africa Drug Agency, will be established. We will research. We will produce. We will approve. We will protect. Our headquarters will be in Ouagadougou. Budget $5 billion. All 54 countries will contribute. In 5 years, we will produce our own malaria, HIV, and tuberculosis vaccines. In 10 years, we will export medicine to the world. Africa is not Big Pharma's laboratory. Our children are not your guinea pigs. Our data is not your commodity. Our health is not your business. Today, I have torn away your mask. I have revealed your lies. I have dismantled your system. And Aminata, she is now 12. She still cannot walk, but she goes to school. She studies math. She learns computers. And last month, she told me, Brother Ibrahim, no one can trick us anymore. You told the truth. Now we are safe. Yes, now we are safe. For her, for every child, for Africa, because truth has been spoken, and the truth sets us free. Now we are free.